Hey, welcome back and welcome to our weekly deep dive into all things women in sports. We're starting off today with the homecoming for one of the brightest young stars in the WNBA. Brink, set to make her return to the LA Sparks during tonight's game against the Las Vegas Aces. Brink was the #2 overall pick in the 2024 draft, only behind Caitlin Clark. But her entire rookie season was cut short when just a few games in, she tore her ACL. Tonight's return is an East Coast game, so it'll be a late one. Coverage starts at 9 p.m. And last night was a big one for Skylar Diggins. She is now just the second player in Seattle Storm history to record a triple-double, and Diggins did it in under 23 minutes of play. According to ESPN, that is the fastest time ever for a WNBA triple-double, and it comes a month after Diggins recorded the first ever triple-double in a WNBA All-Star game. So let's take a look at your current WNBA standings. Right now, it's still the Minnesota Lynx in first, followed by the New York Liberty. But Phoenix, Atlanta, and Seattle not far behind them. The top 8 teams will qualify for postseason play in this league of 13. Well, this weekend was the inaugural championship for the Athletes Unlimited Softball League, or AUSL. It was the top-seeded Talons who would go on to win it all. This is the professional softball league that's played in 10 different cities across the country. The championship game was scoreless going into the 6th inning when Sydney Romero hit a solo home run and the game finished 1-0. Congratulations to her. And more than 600 players are already lined up to try out for the Women's Professional Baseball League, which is launching next year. The tryouts will be held next month in Washington, D.C., and the WPBL plans to launch with 6 teams and 150 total players. The inaugural draft will be held in October. Gatorade has named its 2025 Best Players of the Year, and for the women, that honor went to Jane Hedengren, who just graduated high school and is now headed off to BYU. She has shocked the world with her track and field records, including running the 3,000 meter in 8 minutes and 40 seconds, and running a mile in 4 minutes and 23 seconds. U.S. boxer Clarissa Shields is still your undisputed heavyweight champion. This weekend, Shields defended her crown with a dominant win over New Zealand's Lonnie Daniels, bringing Shields' record to 17 wins, 0 losses, and 3 knockouts. She's also got 2 Olympic gold medals and is now the first boxer, man or woman, to achieve undisputed status in 3 different weight classes. In golf, the 2025 Scottish Open wrapped up this weekend, and it was 21-year-old British golfer Lottie Wood who won it all. Even better, this was her LPGA professional debut, and she made even more history as Wood's 21 under par finish tied the 2022 all-time record score at the Scottish Open. And get this, of the 19 LPGA tournaments we've had so far this year, every single one has had a different winner. All right, turning to soccer. We now know the name of the National Women's Soccer League's expansion team in Denver, and it's not going to be hard to remember. The newest team is called Denver Summit FC. The team's crest is also reflective of Denver and its colors. The franchise is one of 2 expansion teams, including Boston, that will join the league next year. And just yesterday, the U.S. women's national team announced 2 American legends will be honored this fall. Alex Morgan and Alyssa Nair will be recognized during international friendlies this October. In Europe, it was England who took home the Women's Euro trophy after defeating the reigning World Cup champs, Spain, during this weekend's final match. England has now won back-to-back Euro trophies. The team is ranked 5th in the world, so this win could fuel them as all attention starts to shift to the 2027 Women's World Cup. And I was gone last Tuesday, so I didn't get to share this story with you last week, but it was a comeback for the ages from none other than Venus Williams. Last week, the 45-year-old secured her first singles win in almost 2 years at the DC Open. She is now the oldest player to win a singles match in more than 2 decades. Along the way, Williams hit 9 aces and defeated the world's 35th seeded player. And the crowd in DC was loving it, roaring their approval as Williams won. Finally today, another athlete who knows a thing or two about domination, Katie Ledecky, just won gold a few hours ago, again in the 1,500-meter freestyle at the 2025 World Aquatics Championships. The 9-time gold medalist finished 5 seconds ahead of the second-place finisher And Ledecky is now still undefeated in this event. She now has a total of 28 career medals from Worlds. And that'll do it for this week's edition of Women in Sports.